makes the internet so attractive? What draws people in? Why is it so, I use the word addictive for a reason. Why is it causing so much problems in relationships? There are two particular theories. Cooper, back in 1998, started off with the AAA model, which states that there are three main reasons why the internet is such an attractive avenue of activities and behaviors and all the things, all the reasons why we like connecting to it. Access. Back in 1998, our phones didn't look like the phones that we have now. The internet was primarily on desktops, laptops, but iPhones were just starting to come out. I don't know if you guys remember the Blackberries, but yes, there was access to the internet. So laptops, as opposed to desktops, made the internet more mobile. We had our phones, like I said. We started getting tablets that would connect to the internet. And not only having the devices, but the infrastructure in our community also started to change. You started getting free Wi-Fi services at different restaurants or the airport or locations where you would go. So access, affordability. Now, that might be changing a little bit since 1998, but getting access to the internet was very affordable. People did not have to spend a lot of money with the services. And once again, there were areas where you could join it for free. But like we were saying in the chat, the anonymity, that is one of the big draws to the internet. People are able to get online, create whoever it is that they want to be. They can tap into that fantasy, that word that you all talked about earlier in our chat. They can tap into that fantasy. They can present themselves a certain way. They can have certain pictures. They could not use their given name. They could make up a name. They could have an avatar. So the anonymity piece of it is very drawing. It allows people to participate in activities that they may not have normally participated in. Young came along a year later and created the ACE model, which also talked about the anonymity, but it also talked about the convenience, how it's mobile, how we can access it easily. But the one thing that Young talked about that was very important is the escape piece. It ties into a little bit of the anonymity with the fantasy, but with the internet being able to access a global world of people and services, you can get attached to dating sites, social media, porn, OnlyFans, all of these services that provide an opportunity for you to escape from your current reality. So we think about Alex, some of what he was doing in his behavior was escaping. Also the convenience, we can take creative liberties and say maybe some of that would have been anonymity if he didn't use Alex as his given name on some of those dating websites, or possibly not use his actual pictures as well. Social presence theory. This is a theory that was created back in 1995. And it also talks about a particular unique characteristic of the internet. It states that a person is perceived as real in mediated communication, depending on what the activity is. So as the level of perceived intimacy increases, the partner may be more likely to view the online activity as infidelity. So if we look at Alex and Sarah, if he went from just the social media to the dating sites to those online encounters that we talked about in the case study, that was increasing intimacy. And the betrayed partner is more likely to see that as being a possible sign of online behavior. Now, this social presence theory, the degree that someone is perceived to be real online, makes online infidelity a very gray area and makes it not black and white. This is one of the main challenges that you will see couples facing when it comes to activities online. One person may think that email or text messaging or being in a chat room is completely harmless, where the other partner may have a different opinion about that. So one of the things that we have to do as clinicians is guiding couples through the communication aspect of figuring out where that boundary, that's another one of the really good words you guys put in the chat, where that boundary actually exists. So this is the social presence online activity spectrum or continuum that I created. It talks about different online behaviors. So we're going to go through this here. Email. Everybody knows what email is. Instant messaging. That is being able to send a message to someone on a particular platform. Right now, as the kids would say, it wouldn't be instant messaging. It would be DM, which is direct messaging. So you may hear some of your younger clients say DM or IM, but it is the same thing. It's the ability to be able to send a message asynchronous to a particular person through a platform. Chat rooms. Those are a community, an online community where everyone can get onto this particular forum, talk about different things, exchange pictures, all of that kind of activities. Social media sites and social networking sites. We have our Facebook, our Instagram, our Snapchat, TikTok. Believe it or not, YouTube is a social media platform because all of them have the components of being able to post content, be able to respond to content, send direct messaging, send likes, or even gifts. One of the things that you can do on a lot of social media websites is actually take real money to buy virtual gifts to send to someone. Online dating sites, we still have our Match, but now it's switched less to eHarmony, Match, all of those kinds of sites, more to our dating apps, which include Tinder and Grindr and Bumble, Plenty of Fish. We have all of these different platforms where Ashley Madison, if you all remember a couple of years ago, Ashley Madison blew up in the news. So some of those dating sites, online pornography, we talked about that. One of the challenges now is that these porn sites are not only websites, but they're now apps. And apps make it a lot easier to access the information. The website saves your user password and your ID, and it makes it really easy to just click in, sign on, and start the behavior. Photo sharing, you could do that in email. You could do that in your instant messaging, your chat rooms, your social media sites. Virtual gaming. If you think about the War of Witchcraft, the Minecraft, you think about Sims, there's some virtual games that are more geared towards you having an avatar that participates in sexual activity. So a lot of these gaming worlds are creating opportunity for people to connect in a virtual way. that is at a higher level of social presence and intimacy. Cyber sex. Someone talked about mutual masturbation. That would be part of cyber sex. Webcams, being able to turn on a webcam, watch a person in real time, synchronous, not asynchronous, but watching a person in real time, that has a higher level of social presence. Teledonics, this is a new and upcoming field that is with AI even increasing in the amount of technology and activities that you can participate in. So teledonics would be particular sex toys or sex suits that allow someone long distance through the internet to be able to send different vibrations, sensations through the toy or through the sex suit. So that is a very high level of social presence. And the highest one we have is cyber affairs, when the person has not only gotten to the place of physical connection, but also the emotional connection, and they're using one of these platforms to be able to communicate or to participate in their emotional bonding or their sexual activities. So